Welcome to Hometown Heroes. Today we have a special guest in the audience. We say that every week. Every week we say we have a special guest. Everybody should be special, right? Our special guest this week is Michelle Snyder with the Southern Illinois Wellness. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are going to be going live here on WGGH in approximately 2 minutes. But I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to kind of meet Michelle prior. We've got a lot of cool things to talk about, a lot of cool events. The Southern Illinois Wellness has really revamped and is restructuring and offering some amazing opportunities.
Yeah, we're growing. Things are going really well for us, and so we're kind of looking at the future and different things we can do.
Excellent. All right, so we're going to get ready here in a couple of minutes. If you guys have questions...
50 seconds.
50 seconds! There you go, Brian says 50 seconds. And Brian always wears his Cardinal stuff. I got him today. I wore my Cubs stuff. All right. If you have questions, though, put them in the comments below as we go, and if we can't get to them during the show, we can look at them. Michelle can look at the post as well. All right, here we go. The intro is just intense.
I feel like you misjudged it.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tom Harness this morning with your Hometown Heroes. Today, another special guest. We have nothing but special guests on the show. We have a special guest in the audience to talk a little bit about health, wellness, what we are doing as a community in Southern Illinois to make it better and make it more exciting and basically get us really involved. So my guest this morning is Michelle Snyder, the Executive Director with the Southern Illinois Wellness. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
So you have been Executive Director for how long so far?
It was a year in June.
Oh, so you just completed a year.
I passed that year mark, yeah.
And so I do need to give a disclaimer. I do sit on the board for I'm one of the board of directors for the Southern Illinois Wellness, but she has done an amazing job. I joke with her every once in a while that I was a big fan of our previous director, Lisa Mann, and when she came in, I did not want to like you, did I, Michelle?
No, you didn't. But Lisa set a fantastic foundation for us, so shout out to her. I get that a lot, Tom, from you. Remember when I didn't want to like you?
And you've won me over, not only just for taking us to the next step of of Southern Illinois Wellness, but you've also been able to kind of give us some new breath of life and excitement and new opportunities, and that's always a good thing because when people move on and we bring other people in, we want them to feel involved and we also want them to take it to the next level. So tell us a little bit about your experience this first year at Southern Illinois Wellness and what's been going on.
So here's the thing. What I love the most is that, we have a board of directors and there are 13 board members on there. And I love the fact that I can come up with some really crazy ideas and I don't get shut down right away.
Well, I'm not going to shut you down because I'm the craziest one on there.
Yeah, so it's nice to know that I can bring these really crazy things to the board and they'll listen to me and decide if it's something we can move forward on. But, that's really nice. I enjoy being able to do that.
Well, you've done a great job with that. So we brought you in right away, and you had the first expo.
I did, and we had an amazing year last year. We had over 700 people attend the conference, attend the expo, and so that was really great. But we had some fantastic out of the box ideas for the expo last year. You know, we had the inflatable walk through colon, which was a lot of fun.
That was a huge hit. Oh my gosh. Not only did the kids love that, the adults wanted to walk through the colon. And it was some of the best pictures I saw on social media were of the people walking through the colon.
Yeah, that was an amazing time. And then we also had the inflatable walk through heart, which was very educational. So there were a lot of outside the box things. And this coming year is going to be no different. We're already working on that. We're waiting on approval for the date, but it's going to be exciting again this year.
Excellent. So when we brought you on, obviously you came in. Every executive director has their own kind of goal, own vision. When you came in, where did you, as you had a little bit of time to kind of jump in, and you did jump right into the expo pretty much, now that you've had a chance to kind of catch your breath, where would you like to see the Southern Illinois Wellness go from here?
Well, we made great strides last year in some of the things that we did, and so I really want to build upon those. So, for example, last year was, I believe, the first year ever that we've done all of our programming in both English and Spanish.
Amazing.
That was a huge deal for us, and so that's something that we want to build on. So we're just trying to take a look at those barriers to care and see what we can overcome, what we can help residents of Southern Illinois with, and go from there. So right now it's just a building process for us. We're looking at what the next 3 to 5 years looks like for us.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you're looking at the next 3 to 5 years, because we'd absolutely love to have you the next 3 to 5 years. I can tell you that. You mentioned barriers. We think that most people are in our area. We're fairly healthy. We've got a lot of opportunities, but we are missing communities that we need to get involved in this.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of partners. There's a lot of collaboration in Southern Illinois, unlike we've seen in lots of areas. And so there are a lot of partners that work with us and help us and work with each other very well. And so that really builds a good foundation for us. But we really wanted to look at the things that maybe other partners aren't looking at or haven't had a chance to come up with good ideas for. So we just wanted to kind of take a look at those and see what we can do. We are a nonprofit, so it's a little difficult to access some of the funding we need, but we're doing everything we can.
Well, speaking of funding, you've been really outside the box thinking on that as well, and we've had new partnerships that we've not had before. We're looking at grant opportunities, and I think that anybody that wants to get involved is really should be excited about some of the potentials and some of the excitement that we have coming in the next couple of years. Along with that, so Southern Illinois Wellness is not new. It's new to the name is new to people. So give them a little bit of history about where this comes from, because we wanted to combine this into one name.
So we have a 30-plus year history as Women for Health and Wellness, and they've done expos and conferences every year for over 30 years. We added a men's expo and a teen expo, but 2 years ago decided it would be more beneficial for both us and the community to combine those into one family-friendly expo. So that's what we did. We changed the name, restructured, and now we're kind of on that path of moving forward.
And it absolutely makes sense to not segment all those, because we know that to be successful in health, it takes the whole family anymore.
It does. And sometimes the driving force in that family could be the spouse, or it could be the children.
Let's be honest, it's the mom. Come on. Just stop right there. It's
in
we
most
know
cases,
that it's the mom.
It is, but we wanted to make sure that we were providing programming for the whole family.
And it's the reason we have the teen conference, or the younger one, is trying to create those good habits. Because if we don't create those good habits, then all we're really doing is perpetuating the same system over and over. Where and it's hard, because you're a mom, I'm a dad. It's so easy where we could just say, let's just go through the drive-through of the fast food restaurant and just get the food. And then that becomes a habit instead of taking the time. So, and learning how to exercise and what we can do, and getting off the couch and getting off the mobile device. So those things all play a huge part. And do you think about those as we try to revamp this with the teens?
We do, and we actually have different zones at the expo that really focus on those areas, so that we can bring programming to the kids and to the teens separately from what they're getting from the parents. So yeah, absolutely. We have to think of all avenues, really. We have to think of everything that's going on within a family, and all of their nutritional goals and physical exercise goals, and see what we can help them meet.
Excellent. And you know what else is when we bring in some of these expos, I got involved with the men's expo. That's when I came in. I've done 2 of those with our president, Kevin Huntsberger. Those were great. We were outside the box. We brought in home brewing, and that was a stretch. But a lot of it is a balance between getting people or getting men or women or teens involved in something just to pull them in. We have to have that pull them in, but also balance out. We do want things to be healthy. And I think it is important, especially in that aspect, to make sure we do teach drinking responsible and getting good habits and hobbies. So I think there is that balance along with that as well.
There is, and we have to make it fun.
Oh my gosh. Do we make it fun?
It has to be fun.
Yes, we absolutely make it fun. And you know, something else that's going to be fun that's coming up is we have a conference coming up that we're going to talk about in the next segment of the show. TIPA Snow, it's Dementia 360. It's from all perspectives. I got to tell you, I am super pumped about this because this is the first time that we've kind of, the Southern Illinois Wellness has really kind of brought on an educational component this big.
Yeah, this is huge.
And when we get back after our next break, we're going to talk about that, how you can still be involved. I think you can also get credit as well. So when we come back from this break, we'll give you a little bit more information.
That was fun.
Yeah, rocked it.
Yeah.
Give you a little volume on your mic.
I could get closer to it.
No,
So-
you're fine.
So Brian,
Yes.
we're on Facebook Live real quick. Every Saturday that I'm here, you always wear that, right?
Yes. On
See?
purpose. Well, no.
See? This guy.
It's totally on purpose.
He's great. Best
Team's
guy.
playing good right now, but hopefully it can stay consistent.
He's fun. I like him. He's great.
And we're back. I'm with my special guest, Executive Director from the Southern Illinois Wellness, Michelle Snyder. She decided to stay one more segment. I didn't scare her off.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. All right, so this morning we're talking about the Southern Illinois Wellness, and in this segment we want to kind of go over this upcoming amazing event, this opportunity that you pitched us. You pitched the Southern Illinois Wellness Board, and we went with it. So tell us a little bit, and you better get everybody pumped up, not only online, but on Facebook Live for this conference.
That's a big responsibility.
It's huge.
We are really excited. So our administrative assistant, Claudia, brought this to our attention. And at first I thought, that's fantastic. And then we kind of jumped on it. And it just has evolved and grown since then. So TIPA Snow. TIPA is a world-renowned dementia educator and advocate. And she teaches a positive approach to care. So she is going to be making a special trip to see us in Southern Illinois on August 8th. And so we're really, really excited to have her. You know, here's the thing.
Wait, that's this week.
That's this week, Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah. So, you know, we only had a limited amount of time for this. It kind of was one of those things that, you know, she leaves us and goes straight to St. Louis and flies to Australia. And she's coming in the night before from Evansville. So we had this limited amount of time to do her presentation and do some of her training. And so it worked out perfect. But let me tell you, so she has been all over the world. She has a positive approach to care atmosphere. She does a lot of training. But here's the thing. In Southern Illinois, you know, we have a lot of resources, but sometimes the caregivers aren't aware of all the resources we have. So they're there. We just want them to know about them. And so TIPA brings an element of, you know, she works with everybody. So she works with occupational therapists, speech pathology, dementia care experts. You know, her training is kind of all across the board. So it's really for anybody.
And we don't really think about the people that dementia really affects. We think of it as that it affects this one person that has this horrible, horrendous disease. And we maybe think about the people, the caregiver, right? But this is really all-encompassing because it really involves many more people in our community.
Yeah, and that's how we came up with the idea of the 360 name, because this is going to be a conference that is going to have everybody from police officers to firefighters, people who work with dementia patients, family members, caregivers. So we really looked at everybody that has contact with anyone who has dementia and how we can help train them on ways to work with them and to love them and enjoy them and things like that. So it really was all encompassing. And so that's the exciting part, is we're getting to reach out to people we normally don't get to reach out to sometimes.
And we had the great opportunity at Southern Illinois Wellness to partner with Illini Care Health to make this happen as well. So, and obviously that is huge for them as well, because it allows them to also be connected with the community and show how much they care about it, but it also helps them educate themselves.
Yeah, so the way this came up is, you know, Claudia pitched this idea to me, I pitched it to the board. we really needed the funding to make this happen. And so we were sitting at a minors game and talking to Jeffrey with Illini Care Health, and they have been so supportive in the past. But I said, this is what we want to do. We just need some funding for it, and they jumped all over it. And so we are so thankful to have them as a partner, because this event would not be happening without them.
They've been a really good outside the box thinking supporter too. I know
that's what I love. My crazy ideas match some of their ideas, so it's a perfect partnership.
And I know that you guys are working on some other projects that are going to be outside the box as well, that are going to have a huge impact on Southern Illinois, and also provide something unique and different for them as well. So, okay, dementia. Tell me a little bit about, what your understanding of it is, and because I think yours might match a lot of what Southern Illinois is thinking of dementia. What is it?
Well, dementia is all encompassing. So it can be, we typically talk about Alzheimer's disease, and so we tend to focus on just that one diagnosis.
Okay.
But there are so many different types. And so I think sometimes we forget that there are all those other outliers. And so this really what TIPA's going to do is teach us a little bit about the different types of dementia. And that's really a good focus for the first session. That session's geared toward caregivers and family members. And she's going to talk a lot about how dementia affects people, and some of the surprising things that caregivers run into, and once they run into it, it's kind of something they don't know how to handle. We want to get to them and let them know what's going on, how to work with it before that happens. So the first session is all for family and caregivers.
And it's really about, I say safety in numbers, but there's something comforting about bringing all these people together in one area for one specific topic like dementia, and giving them the opportunity to discuss that and, be with each other and kind of, just say, hey, I'm there for you. Yes, I've had that. Oh my gosh, I've had that same experience. So I think the other component of this is bringing these people together that might be frustrated. They might be overwhelmed. They might feel alone. And being able to give them this support and all these other people to show them that they care, I think is going to be a huge opportunity.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When we set this up, we set it up so that caregivers and family members could call into our office at John A. Logan College and register for the event, because we wanted to make sure it was free for them. And so Claudia's doing all the registration, and every single person that calls has a story.
Yes.
And they want to tell us what that story is. And so we've learned that there's a component of people want to tell that story, and they want someone to listen. And so that's what we're there for that day.
So let's break down the day. Can you kind of tell people how they can, because they can still sign up. There's different sessions. So let's talk a little bit about that.
So again, the first session is really going to be for caregivers and community, and Tipa's going to do a lot of training in that session. And she's very hands-on. So if you've ever watched any of her videos, she has audience members, attendees stand up and really works with everybody. It isn't just a place where you're going to sit down and hear someone tell you all of the things you need to know. She really will interact with everybody. So that session is from 8 to noon. And so, of course, we'll have a break sometime in between them. But it really is a free session. There's no charge for that session. But we are getting really close to capacity on that session. So if you want to register for that session, call our office at John A. Logan College, 618-985-2828, extension 8469 or 8604, and get registered, because we are running pretty low on space on that session. The second session I'm really excited about too is called Professional Care Providers. So we are working with, like I said, Carbondale police officers. They've committed to attending. Carterville police officers have committed to attending, and we're working with some other departments to try to get some officers there. But we really are going to look at what working with dementia patients in a crisis situation looks like, because that's something that we don't think about.
No, I didn't either. When I was talking with a couple of police and fire, let's be honest. Police and fire have enough to think about and worry about when they go on to a scene. So then now we're asking them to add something else to be aware of. But I think it's something that they even were encouraged to think about too, because I think they want to know that when they get on a scene, if there is a dementia patient, they're not making the problem escalate into something bigger than it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, so they're going to learn how to de-escalate those situations. And Tipa has a lot of good examples. And like I said, she really jumps up and works with people to make them understand how it works and good examples. And so it will be very interactive. That's the great thing about bringing her in. She is very interactive with the audience. So.
And this second session does cost, but it's for professional development.
Well, it only costs if you want to receive continuing education credits.
Okay.
So if you're a caregiver or family member and you really want to learn how police officers, firefighters, anyone interacts with your loved one, that's what this session is for. But we are offering nursing CEUs. And my understanding is that probably goes across the board for a lot of other different disciplines. And so if you are wanting to get CEU credits, there is a $25 fee to get that. But again, anyone is able to attend. We still have a little bit of space in that session, but the first one's filling up very quickly.
And they can get more information at southernillinoiswellness.com on that. And we do have some space still available, correct?
We do, and
Okay.
they can register. If you're going to get CEUs, you can register and pay there and get signed up. So.
Perfect. When we come back, we get to talk about something exciting. There's a reason why I'm wearing my Cubs stuff today. So when we come back from this next break, we're going to talk about another fundraiser that's going to be going on directly after this conference. Just so you know, when I do this and this, I am not flipping off or doing anything to Michelle. I'm actually Brian, our engineer in there. He is our production guy. He's in there telling me we've got 2 minutes and 1 minute. So.
And Tom has to tell me so I don't keep talking the whole time.
And I'm working on my transitions.
Brian said, "You're doing better."
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Hometown Heroes. I'm here with Michelle Snyder, Southern Illinois Wellness Executive Director. We've been talking a lot about the history of Southern Illinois wellness. We're also talked about the upcoming TIPA Snow Dementia 360 Conference, a view from all perspectives. And now we get to talk about probably one of the craziest things we've done. And this was actually a little bit of a challenge, but I'm excited, and I think everybody in Southern Illinois will be a little bit excited about this. So first off, tell a little bit of background about how this all transpired.
So I had this really great idea that we needed a really good fundraiser for the fall. And I thought, you know what, let me look and see what's out there. So I came up with a Cards Cubs ticket fundraiser and kind of pitched it to the board and specifically to our fund development committee. And at first I think it was another one of those crazy Michelle ideas.
It was probably a little overwhelming.
Because we were going to commit to sell at least 300 tickets.
Correct.
So, and we've just started, but yeah, so we came up with this fundraiser. I talked to the Cardinals about it. So we are going to be able to sell a block of tickets for the September 28th Cards Cubs game.
It's on a Saturday.
Saturday, 6:15.
6:15.
Yep. And so we've committed to selling 300 tickets. Now, here's the thing. So not only is this a fun event, but we need, it's important for us as a nonprofit to raise money for things like TIPA Snow events, for different conferences we want to hold. And so this was a really great way for us to be able to look at what we can do in 2020.
And I was very skeptical at first, and I looked at this and I thought, okay, first off, the Central Division, Brian's probably listening in the back, it's still anybody's game. So it's close, and we all know the rivalry. See, here he comes.
I'm not on microphone, but yeah, it's real close. So
Brian agrees that it's close. So Brian,
yeah,
we've got September 28th, Saturday. Okay, September 28th, Saturday, 6:15. It is the last series for the final one. There's only one game on Sunday. We're coming down to the wire in the Central Division for not only the wild card, but to the playoffs. How important do you think, in your professional sports amazing opinion, are these tickets going to be?
Very, very, very important.
Now, get this. They're only $40 a ticket.
That's not bad. That's a good price, so nobody should not pass it up.
I know.
They'll probably sell like hotcakes.
They're already selling pretty good. And we're excited about that.
Awesome.
And this money, they're $40 a ticket, and this money, we get $20 back to us to go to the board. And we are going to do amazing things with this. We do events, we do things that we're going to start thinking outside the box on. But when you brought this, I was like, okay, we cannot pass on this opportunity. We just can't.
I pitched this, and then it was like crickets, and I thought, I wonder what everyone's thinking.
And I'm sure that there was, it's a fundraiser. It's it's hard, and we do work. I want to tell you, our board, the Southern Illinois Wellness Board, is a working board. I'm only involved anymore with boards that are working boards. And what do I mean by that? That means people that are willing to step up and do something. They're not just there to talk, because I'm not a part of those boards at all. And wouldn't you agree that we have a working board?
Our board, we look at action items every time we have a board meeting. And, with 13 people, sometimes, there's plenty of work to do, but everybody jumps on board and gets it done. So makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah, so we have these tickets. We've got 300. We split them up. I partnered with Harness Digital Marketing and you guys to help to make sure that we cover the cost, that we meet that we sell these tickets. How do they learn about these tickets?
So you can go online to Southern Illinois Wellness to purchase the tickets. And then what will happen is we'll contact you and get together on either a meeting at John A. Logan or meeting at Harness Digital Marketing to get the tickets to you. But here's the great thing. It's $40 a ticket, right? But you're going to get to not only go to a Cards Cub game, but
it's going to be a playoff game. I'm telling you. It's going to be a playoff game.
And let's not forget that I'm going to be there. Some other board members are going to be there. You get to enjoy a Cards Cubs game with us. And we have, if you don't know who's on our board of directors, we don't have time to go over all of them, but go onto our website. We have a listing of all the board of directors, but it's going to be a fantastic game with an amazing group of people. So
it absolutely is, and there's going to be the opportunity to also, some people plan small little vacations. You can spend the weekend in St. Louis. The energy when you see the Cubs-Cardinals game in St. Louis is just absolutely nuts. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to it. I've purchased some tickets. Some other great ways that you should buy some of these tickets, business owners. These are great to not only give out to your employees, but these are also great giveaways. These tickets are already, I'm telling you, not the ones that we're selling, but the ones that are available on now that people already have, season ticket holders, are already being on StubHub, and they're going super high already. And we're offering $40 in your seat tickets. They are behind home plate. They are sections 442 to 445. And
444.
444. So if you look at those online, they are pretty good. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah, and so it's a great opportunity. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about it. We've committed to selling 300 tickets, and we're going to sell 300 tickets.
I got to be honest. I'm going to make this announcement here. I think we're going to sell 500, and there was an opportunity, if we sell 500 tickets, that we get to throw out an honorary pitch. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm a diehard Cubs fan, diehard. If we sell 500 tickets, I will wear a Cardinals jersey and throw out that pitch if we get that, because that would be an amazing amount of money raised for Southern Illinois. I'm just going to say it right now. And I don't want it to happen, but part of me says, yes, I do. If we sell 500 tickets, then that's on. I will wear a Cardinals jersey.
So if you were on the fence before on buying these tickets, that just sealed the deal. This is never going to happen again. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Cardinal friends that'll probably just buy the tickets and resell them right now just to see this happen.
Hey, so I haven't checked on it, but I've had people tell me that tickets we have now are selling on StubHub for $60. Not the ones we're selling, but in the same section that we're in, $60. And then I believe someone yesterday said $71.
They're going up.
So they're going up in price,
and we're not going to raise the prices. No. We're just going to, if we sell the 300 right away, we will just request from the Cardinals another block of tickets, probably just 200 more, and then that'll be it. So ultimately, we would love to get the 500 mark. 300 is our absolute goal, and I feel very, very confident we're going to do that. And again, I'm telling you, this is such a huge opportunity. When this came across, and I thought the last series, Cubs Cards, playoffs, this is a no-brainer. This is just a no-brainer, and I am appreciative of the board members and you for bringing this opportunity to us, because I still can't believe that we got the opportunity to sell those tickets.
Yeah, it's amazing, and we're really excited. Again, out-of-the-box, crazy ideas that we want to keep bringing programming like Teepa Snow to Southern Illinois. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, and a lot of times we don't want to go around with our partnerships like Illini Care Health and all the other partners that we've had and just ask for money all the time. Sometimes it would be really nice just to say, hey, we did this, we want to invite you, we want to give you the opportunity to come to this. And this is kind of what this came out of this with the Dementia 360 conference with Teepa Snow.
Yeah, it's been an amazing adventure just being able to do this one conference. But then you look at the expo next year, we've got some really great sponsors that have stepped up in the past. Southern Illinois Healthcare, Heartland Regional Medical Center, Pepsi, John A. Logan College. Marion Memorial Health Foundation, and they have really allowed us to have some amazing things at the expo. And so their partnership, the continued partnership with them, is really important. But now we get to do these fun events and bring some new programming to Southern Illinois with some new partners.
Yes, and again, if you've not seen Teepa Snow, go to YouTube. Her Teepa is Teepa Snow, and you will see some amazing videos. She's dynamic, and I'm really, again, much like the Cubs cards tickets, I'm amazed that we're having this world-renowned lady come to Southern Illinois.
Yeah, she's never been to Southern Illinois. Will be her first time here, and we've put together a basket of kind of Southern Illinois favorites, and so we're excited to present that to her and show her what we're about.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to add something to that.
You were.
And I didn't. So, surprise. I'm making up for it in other areas. I promise. So, is it too late, or is it still an opportunity for people if they want to be involved with the expo? Do we need volunteers? Do we need people to be active with us with the board? Or
Absolutely. So with our timeline, we're really going to probably by the end of this month, we're going to know the date for sure. And so once we get the date, everything kind of moves forward at a fast pace from there. But we do look for committee members to help us with making sure volunteers are where they need to be, any kind of fundraising or, things like that. So, probably about another 2 months, we're really going to start connecting with some of our past volunteers, looking for volunteers for 2020, and kind of, deciding which direction we're going to go on some things. But again, it's going to be an amazing time. We've got some new things outside of what we've done last year too. So it's going to be great.
Excellent. Well, if you want to learn more, you can find out the information in the post and online. Thank you again, Michelle, for joining us on Hometown Heroes.
I've had an amazing time. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up. Was there anything that we did not cover on the show that we can finish up on Facebook Live?
Not that I can think of. Buy tickets. Help us bring this programming to Southern Illinois. It's needed. And we're also looking for opportunities. So if you know of a great speaker, presenter, something that this area really needs, let us know. We want to partner with people. Bring it to us. Don't wait for us to bring everything, to the residents of Southern Illinois. If you've got a great idea, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the future of Southern Illinois wellness and what we can do, and getting people involved and making it as big, because when the Women for Health and Wellness started, that goal was to get women to go get checked, and I feel like over the 30 years they nailed that down really well, and now we need to evolve it, because women are going and getting diagnosed, and they are going and getting those checkups. But we have something that's worse than women on health. Man, yes. Oh my gosh, we have got, and I'm just as bad. I recently, and I've shared with some of you, I recently had a little bit of a health scare, and I should have went to probably the emergency room, and I didn't. And again, it's one of those, I'm a tough guy, or I don't want to, it's not a bother, or I don't want to spend the money, or I put my, my wife and my kid need to come first, but when you do that and you put yourself off, it was a stupid thing. And I'm glad some people called me out on it too, but it charged me into getting more healthy, and I'm trying to exercise and be a little bit better, but we've got to be just as persistent and consistent with our message, with the Southern Illinois Wellness, with everybody. Kids, we know that childhood obesity is up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And here's the thing. So last year we had 17 different screenings. So that's amazing. You can't go to your doctor and get them right there. The fantastic thing was, even with the blood draws, you got the results before you left. If you left before they were able to give them to you, they mailed them to you.
Yes.
So it's kind of a one-stop shop, really. It's a way, we had over 82 vendors. So it's a place where you can go to find out a lot of information and to get 17 screenings done. I think that was probably one of the highest we've had in a while. So that was exciting. It
was absolutely exciting, and also just creating opportunities.
It's not all fun and games, but it is a little bit.
And I know some people are worried about what they'll find if they've neglected their health. But you know what? There comes a point where you have to say, yes, I'm going to do these screenings for my grandkids. Yes, I'm going to do these screenings because I want to walk my daughter down the aisle. Yes, I want to be around for this and that. You've got to mark that moment. And I think every year, I hope that we get at least one person that says, you know what, this is the year. I'm not going to be afraid of getting those results, because it might not be bad. And if you do, we've got an amazing area with opportunities to help you with any of your health concerns. We got just about anything you could want right here in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, I had a friend who reached out to me after the expo, and she went to the expo with her mom and her kids, and she said, I just don't think my mom ever really thought about it. I don't think she even noticed it, but once they got their screenings back and their blood work back, they got them back at the expo, and she said her mom was just kind of shocked. Like, I guess she just had not really thought about it much. She thought she was pretty healthy, but then when that is staring you in the face, you think about the fact that it's time to make some changes. And so that was eye-opening for her mom, and I don't know that it would have happened if she wouldn't have been able to get those screenings and blood work and things like that. So it really does become an eye-opener for some people.
Don't live your life in fear. And there's different forms of fear, not like fear of spiders and snakes and all that good stuff, but living your life in fear of not wanting to know the results of your health test, or, take charge of your life, your health. And it all starts with just one small little action, one small little change that can help you make the difference in your life. We kind of live in this world where we feel like if something's wrong, we need to be able to fix it like that. No, it doesn't take that moment. It takes years. Sometimes it's genetics. We can't monitor or help what we have for our health. So we have to take charge of that. So don't live your life in fear.
Yeah.
All right. Buy tickets. Cubs Cardinals. You heard it right here on Facebook Live and WGGH. Brian said these are going to be the most amazing tickets ever.
Enjoy the game with us.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Save the money that you would have spent on scalp tickets on hot dogs and beer. Yeah. Right? All right. Thank you, everybody. If you need any other information, we'll put it down in the comments below. Have a great day.
Thanks.